Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. I'm Adam and this is a new video. What? I can't even do my intros right. Damn it. Okay. Welcome to Battle of the Beast, battle number 6. Spiros the Ghost Phoenix versus Arax the Soul Stealer. Damn you light, you're making Arax look kind of bad. Okay. So, we got a Phoenix versus a gargoyle-like beast. So, yay, and it could be an aerial battle, that'd be good. Just turn the brightness down on my light a bit, hopefully that'll be better. Let's test it out. Spiros versus Arax, close enough. Spiros versus Arax, haha. Turn the light around, yeah. I'm gonna be saying this in the dark, yay. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so the, height advantage doesn't really matter because they're pretty close in height. I think I'm not taking the height advantage into account. It's just going to be how my mind says the battle will go. Abilities, I have a fair amount what they are. Spiros will have that ghost ability as that sets her apart from the other phoenixes, and I want her to have that abilities. This is my competition. I can do whatever I want. Fight me. Done. Okay, and the battlefield. I'm thinking of a. See, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're gonna have. You can have a. I'm leaning towards a rocky terrain area. So, okay, let's get into this. As the... how do I introduce... Oh, yeah. Close your eyes and we weave you a tale of how one beast slays another. God, it's been way too long. It's been way too long since I've done this. Okay. And as we see the rocky terrain area, the chamber doors open. Both the beasts go through the sky hatch because they're just showing off the fact they can fly. Okay. They straight away see each other and Spiros lets out a squawk and launches a fireball directly going towards Arax. Arax dodges it right before it hits him and hits a something way behind Arax, going over the walls of the Colosseum or the combat arena, so we don't know where the fireball went. Yeah. Arax, in retaliation, lashes his whip out and goes to hit Spiros. However, Spiros changes into a ghostly form and it just swings right through her. Now you're probably wondering, that opposite ends of the arena, how did Arax's whip reach that? It's a long whip. Okay, that's how you're gonna do it. Got it. Okay, that's how I'm gonna do it. Brilliant. Okay, Spiros changes back to a bit of a thing. I will say, because the ghostly form might be a bit overpowered, she can't move if she's in the ghostly form. How about that? Okay. Spiros changes back out of her ghostly form as soon as the whip phases through her and starts flying up skywards. And when she gets, let's say, 200 feet higher where she was, she launches another fireball directly towards Arax. And whilst Arax is busy, she launches a barrage of fireballs towards Arax. And whilst Arax is dealing with that, Spiros flies higher into the clouds and flies along to where she will be behind Arax, soars downwards, going towards Arax. Meanwhile, Arax is dealing with all the fireballs, dodging them, using his whip to hit them to one side. And when he's done with that, he looks around to try and find Spiros. Looks behind him and sees Spiros soaring down towards, or diving down towards Arax. Arax sees this, and instead of retaliating, he goes down to the ground and shrouds himself in his wings, to kind of like disguise himself as a rock. I know it's not an official ability he has, but it's not supposed to. It's not really an ability. It's just trying to disguise, not really working. Yeah. Spiros, however, is not phased by that, and continues soaring directly towards Arax. Arax, looking through a little peephole between his wings, sees Spiros still diving down towards him, and right before Spiros collides into Arax unfolds his wings and jumps to one side, rolling over on the floor, while Spiros, unable to pull up in time, starts trying to pull up and just hits the rock that was behind Arax, just cutting the underbelly from the rock. Spiros falls down to the ground. She gets back up as quick as she can to be greeted by Arax swinging his whip directly at her again. This time it hits Spiros, doesn't have enough time to change to ghostly form, and it wraps around Spiros' wings, trapping her wings to her chest, to her body, constricting her. There we are, that's the word. And in retaliation, Spiros is trying to nip at the whip, but it's not working. Not working. Trying to break it, but it's not working. Arax, seeing what Spiros is trying to do, knowing that she'll eventually reach his whip, he pulls his whip back and actually causes Spiros to fall forward whilst the whip unravels round Spiros. Unravels, yeah. And whilst Spiros is regaining herself, Arax flew away and is hiding behind the walls of the Colosseum on the outside of the arena. I know that would technically be classed as disqualification because he left the arena, but that will also class as disqualification if he's not touching the walls of the arena as well. So basically, if you go out to the arena and you're not touching the walls of the arena on the outside, you're going to be disqualified. Arax is, however, touching the walls and looking through a little window that's at the top for some reason, whatever. That's just... I'm making this up as I go along, as you can clearly tell. And just watches Spiros get back up. Spiros gets up and starts looking around for Arax, not seeing anything. And unbeknownst to Arax, Spiros actually does notice him, but pretends to go like, pretends to not notice where he is. Meanwhile, while Spiros continues to be looking around, not knowing where not knowing where Arax is, she starts conjuring up a fireball between her talons and just starts flinging it in random places, going towards random parts of the arena, floor, walls, upper walls, and whilst Arax is just staring bewildered by the rapid fire Spiros is doing, he fails to notice till just in time that a fireball is actually coming straight towards him. He gets out of his hiding place and gets back into the arena, releasing his grip on it. So then he's good. He's still good. Okay, he's still good. And flies back into the open. Spiros sees this and starts flies up a couple of feet and starts chucking fireballs all around the ground, causing a bunch of smoke to rise up, shrouding Spiros in the smoke. Spiros still being able to see Arax, but Arax unable to see Spiros. Arax suddenly gets his whip and starts whipping down to the ground, hoping to get something, but all he's hearing is the crack of rocks breaking in half. However, Arax fails to notice that Spiros has actually snuck up behind Arax, and by the time the smoke clears and Arax doesn't see Spiros, he fails to realise that she's behind him, just right before Spiros hits Arax in the back with a point blank fireball. Arax starts tumbling down to the ground, but whilst his wings are temporarily out of commission, Arax starts getting his whip and starts whipping towards Spiros. And one actually whipped around her neck, which causes Spiros to start pulling downwards towards the ground as well. Arax, using the whip, pulls the whip down in front of him, where the whip is now going to hit the ground first. And Spiros flings down, hitting the ground before Arax does. And causing a big dust cloud to explode, erupt from the arena, overflowing over the walls. Yes, finally it's seeming good. When the dust clears, we see the two beasts lying down on the ground motionless. We see a little flicker of the talon from Spiros and a thump of the wing from Arax. And after a couple of minutes of lying motionless, they both get up, stare each other directly into the eyes, like one of those old Western movies. Spiros conjures up a fireball between her talons, but holds it. Arax gets his whip out and holds it down where it's on the ground, waiting for the first strike. Now I'm trying to think this carefully. Because honestly, I love both of these beasts. I cannot really care which one wins. But I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. Spiros gets tired of waiting and launches the fireball directly towards Arax. Arax, as quick as lightning, whips his whip towards the fireball and wraps the whip round the fireball, swings it round his head and launches it directly back at Spiros. Spiros sees this and dives to the ground and causing a small dust cloud to erupt. Whilst that happens, Spiros sneaks out from that dust cloud out of Arax's sight, conjures up another fireball and launches it directly at Arax. Arax does the same thing, and whilst that launches back towards Arax, Spiros has already launched another fireball going towards Arax. And both fireballs hit each other directly on the chest, knocking both the beasts backwards. They get back up and do the same thing again, because recycling old things, so they do the same thing again. Same thing happens, apart from the fireball hits Arax in the chest and knocks him against a rock, was Spiros was able to quickly change to a ghostly form, and a fireball went right through her, hitting the wall of the arena. Whilst Spiros has more time, she turns back to normal, conjures up another fireball and launches it directly at Arax, hitting him directly on the chest and the head. Directly hitting him on the chest and the head, and breaking the rock that he was leaning on, causing him to fall to the ground. Spiros manages to fly over towards Arax, wrap her talon around Arax's neck, land on his body, wrap one talon around his neck, as I said, and twist, breaking Arax's neck. That is not the way I pictured it to end, but Spiros has won, Arax has lost. God damn it. God damn it, the light. There, Spiros has won, Arax has lost. I need to fix this light. There we are. That should be good. That should be good. There we are. Oh, I give up on this light. I hate this light. But Spiros has won, Arax has lost. If you think the battle should have gone a different way, please in the comments below why you think that. Unfortunately, my opinion is final, and Arax has been eliminated from this tournament. I will be honest, I generally thought this beast was going to do a bit more. But due to random storytelling, Spiros just came out on top. And with that being said, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press that notification bell down in the corner below, and I'll see you next time.